Hi guys, I had every intention of vlogging my day today, but no, what I have not vlogged my day. Okay, wait, we're moving. Let me catch you guys a bit later. All right, so I'm stuck in traffic, so I think I can say something small. You know, that's how rich people talk. So how are things going? That time they're driving a Range Rover, you know, they live in a fancy place, and then they're like, and when you ask how's business, you know, I'm making something small here and there, you know, we take from here, tunashikanisha, you know. That's rich people lingo, okay? But low-key, they don't want you to curse them. Anyway, so today was just more or less a business. Okay guys, we are already moving, so again I will catch you, I don't know when. I think I want to stop somewhere and get something to eat, so I'll catch you guys then. I think I'm gonna go to Mambo Italia right ahead. I've never been there, so looks like we're gonna try it. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. I've not eaten the whole day. Today was more like I don't know, let's say entrepreneurship day, because most of the things I was doing are business related. So I had a meeting with my accountant this morning. He was just giving me showing me a few things. We're just talking about the financial health of the business and stuff like that. So that's actually what I want to talk about in this video, because I have a few tips just in case anyone here is self-employed, is an entrepreneur. I have a few tips when it comes to managing your money, your business money, that is your business money. So I'm also gonna call up my accountant and ask him to give me a few extra tips, and then I'm just gonna put them all together and share them with you. So let me call him up. As I'm calling him up, maybe let me give you guys the first tip. The first tip is this: business money is business money, personal money is personal money. Okay, so you can't, I don't know if this Oscar is gonna see me vlogging and say, well, madam, so you can't get money that you've made from your business and then spend it on personal things. And this is actually a mistake I made within the first few months of running Joanna K Cosmetics. Okay, that's the business I'm talking about. Are we together? Joanna K Cosmetics. So you can't make money and then take that money and spend it on personal on your personal things, or you know, without having planned it. And like I was saying, that's a mistake I made at the beginning, because I would get money after, you know, I sell a lipstick, I sell an eyeshadow, or you know, I make however many sales, and then that money, because at the beginning I did not have a business account. So that's in December. I launched in December. I didn't have a business account, so all the money was going into my personal account, and then I'll just go swiping left, right and center, like the way I'm going to eat now. I swipe, you know. So that was company money, not personal money. I need to change this battery, luckily. So like I was saying, that was a big mistake, because you have to be able to plan for your business's money. At any one given point in time, you should be able to know the financial health of your company. You should be able to know where each and every single cent from your business, where it's gone to. So my accountant actually doesn't let me spend the company's money at all. So what I do is that I pay myself money. Actually really like how my accountant put it. He said, you know, you're putting a lot into the business, you know, you're working within the business, and it's good to appreciate what you're doing. So the company, let's say the business, pays me a small salary. However, because of the mistakes I made at the beginning, which is in December and a bit of January, where my company money, my business's money and my personal money were mixed up, I ended up using some of the business's money. So we actually had to backtrack in order for me to be able to see how much of the company's money I used. And right now I actually have a figure that I have to pay back to Joanna K Cosmetics, because I used Joanna K Cosmetics money for Joanna Kinuthia, not for Joanna K Cosmetics. So yeah, separate. If you can, and you definitely can, get yourself a business account and have your personal account. Whatever money you make in terms of business, put it into the business account. Let people pay to the business account or to a business M-Pesa number, whatever it is, and then every month pay yourself something. So if you're making 100,000 a month, say I'm gonna pay myself 15,000, and then the rest is gonna go back into the business, especially if you have a new business. This place is so cute, you guys. It's my first time here. Let me first call my accountant again because we're getting them tips. I had a meeting with some website developers that was really good. You know, when you just feel like people get you, that's what I felt. Like it was like, well, like this. So it was a good. Hello, sorry, I have a quick question. So since you know these things, let me ask you, what advice, like 3 major tips, would you give someone who's starting a new business in terms of accounting? Yeah, just like 3. Yeah, like your top, like the ones that are main. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Ooh, for VAT and pay as you earn. Okay, but those are good. Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much. Okay, I've written down the tips. So the first one he's talked about is cash is king. He talked about cash is king when you have a business. So sometimes, you know, you can give people too much credit, and then you end up in a place where you don't have enough cash to actually run the business. So be careful when it comes to credit. Like, it's good, you know, for people to for you to get loyal customers, you know, because you feel, I know this person gave me credit when I didn't have anything, but you have to be able to balance it. He said cash is king. So if you keep doing things on credit and you're not collecting, you have no working capital to run your business. You can't pay clients, you can't pay the people who work for you, so they're so demotivated, like, come on, you can't even pay us. Yeah, the other thing that he's talked about, oh, and actually my juice is here. Okay, commercial break before we continue. Let me show you guys how gorgeous this place is. I should have actually sat by the window, no, by the rail, so that I see the view, but then I have to charge my laptop, so I had to sit next to a socket. But it's a very cute place. Very, very cute place. Yeah. Let's get back to this. This is not really a vlog. This is more just me giving you these tips because they work for me and they give me a lot of peace of mind. And before, like when I first started my business, if someone asked me, so are you making profits, you know, how is business looking, I couldn't be able to tell you about the financial health of my business because everything was all over the place. I wasn't tracking my expenses, I wasn't seeing how much income is coming in versus expenses, so I couldn't tell you. But right now I can tell you to a T. So the other thing that he said is paperwork and compliance. Mostly what this means is keep good books. Yeah, keep good books. And being compliant means, you know, just be able to, like if KRA comes knocking on your door today, you're able to sit down and tell them, yes, you know, you're actually compliant with the law, and which is important, like especially like at some point, if you need to get investors on board, or if you want to get loans and stuff like that, then that's gonna be important for you to be compliant. And also he said paperwork helps so as not to incur unnecessary tax, because sometimes tax time can come and you end up paying a lot more than you need to pay, just because you're not keeping good books, right? Actually, something that shocked me in today's meeting, we're going through like the books and the expenses and stuff, and I realized that bank charges are crazy high. I need to find some sort of other solution for me to be able to, I don't know, avoid, because like for the month of Feb, my bank charges were over 50,000 Kenya shillings, bank charges alone. So you see, these are the kind of things that when you're really in tune with the money, the accounting part of your business, you're able to see that's too much money for you to be spending. So yeah, I want to edit a video, so I'm gonna wait for my food to come. I'll show you guys my food, and then I'll give you guys like just sprinkle a few more tips. This is just for all the beginners out there. These are just more or less the things I've learned to do with managing my money. You have to make the coins and keep them coins. Okay. Yes. How delicious does that look? I got chicken pesto. So it's just pasta with pesto, I guess, and then it has like chicken on top, and there is my drink. So I'm gonna just eat this as I edit today's vlog. I hope this one will go up tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, I've done that. I finished editing. Let me just tell you guys what software I've been using. This is the Wondershare Filmora. What version is this? I'm pretty sure this is the latest, Filmora 9, and I believe they've introduced a more professional one which is called Filmora Go, and this one doesn't seem to need for you to pay to register, because the versions before you had to pay, and then once you paid, your video wouldn't come out with a watermark. But now it seems that since this is not the pro version, which is, I think it's Filmora Pro, not Filmora Go, what did I say? Yeah, so you don't need this one is free. So let me just export this. So let me give you guys one more tip, or maybe how many more tips do I have? Yes, yeah. Price. He told me he was on the road, so he said, let me just give you one more. I'm on the road. Pricing strategy. Or he talked about this, that you need to really know how to price yourself based on your own costs. So you see, some people usually price themselves, which is actually a strategy, which is competition-based pricing or competitive pricing. But he says you need to really look at yourself and your expenses before you price yourself. So the example he gave is that you can't charge what your if a competitor is charging 1,000, you shouldn't just go ahead and just charge 1,000. Yet maybe your office is in Runda and their office is in Kangemi. You see, so you have to factor in your costs, yours alone, and you're the only one who can do that. So take note of your own costs when you're coming up with prices, so that you're able to make profits. Yeah. So yeah, I think the main one for me is really just that separation of money, because I've met many people who it's all just one. Try and separate your money, okay? Separate it, and don't use your company money or rather use it, but in a controlled way, such that you're paying yourself a salary. So trying to think of whether or not I have any more tips. If you have the budget for it, I highly recommend getting a what do you call this? I highly recommend getting an accountant if you have the budget for it. If not, that's also okay. If you're just starting out, it's perfectly fine for you not to have an accountant. Sometimes, you know, budget can be tricky, so it's not a must. That's what I'm saying. You guys, my accountant has actually sent this whole entire email. Hi Joanna, here are a few things every new business owner should do. He had more or less given me a few of these. Let me see which ones. Oh, there's one here that's really, I've seen, that's good. He's actually said exactly what I had said. Yeah, so he said to avoid embezzling your own company's funds, pay yourself a fixed salary and reinvest the rest in your business. So yeah, so that's more or less what I was saying, but he's using a very strong word. He's using embezzling. Okay, there's also another one here that I like, which is take care of your staff. They are the most valuable asset in your company. If they are happy to work for you, your clients will get quality service and hardly will they want to steal from you. This is actually a really good one. Take care of your staff. Don't be mean to them, don't be rude to them, but also that's just the bare minimum. You also have to go above and beyond to motivate them, get to know them, get to know what I don't know what motivates them and what makes them happy. You know, the intrinsic benefit them working for you is giving them rather than just money. You know, like, you don't have the mentality of I'm paying you, so as long as I'm paying you, it means that you should be able to, you know, do everything I tell you. That's not a good mentality. He's also said here, create an annual budget and track it monthly, so that at any given month you compare what you had budgeted against what you achieved. So for me personally, I don't have an annual budget, but then I have a monthly budget with more or less all my fixed, actually more or less all my expenses are fixed. So I have salaries that I pay, that's more or less fixed. I have an advertising budget, a marketing budget that I have. Usually for me, it's about 20% of the income for the previous month. So for example, if I make 100,000 last month, then 20% of that income this month is going to go towards marketing, whatever marketing is that month. If we're doing any campaigns, if we're doing giveaways, or most of the time for me it's just online ads, so Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So 20% of that now would go into that. So that's how I do it. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. I think he's also said, he's also talked a bit about financing your business, which I had already said. I'm very lucky that I've been able to raise money from my channel, which I invest into my business, and I still continue to earn on my channel and invest in my business. So I've been blessed enough not to have to take a loan. But here what he says is try and balance. Okay, meaning do not borrow more than 200 shillings if you have only invested 100 shillings. Because you're gonna pay a lot of interest, which eats into your profits. Your prices could end up being unnecessarily high, which is obviously a competitive disadvantage for you. And he also talked a bit about investors. That's something I was very scared of doing. I had thought about it when I was starting my company, but then I thought no. Investors tend to want to have a say, and I didn't want someone to have a say. I want, at least for as long as I possibly can, to run my business the way I want to run it. I need that freedom to run my business the way I want to run it. So I opted not to go the investor route, but yeah, I think that's more or less it. And I think I am gonna end the vlog. No, actually I'm not gonna end the vlog yet. I'm gonna grab some ice cream, you know, just to teremsha the food, you know, and then after that I will head home. The video is currently uploading, but it's moving slowly. I think let me ask for their Wi-Fi password, because it's been I started uploading it like quite some time ago, and it's still just at 14%. So I need to, you know, that needs to change. This one is being called Kilimanjaro Vanilla. Me again. I just have the last thing to share with you guys, which is what I usually keep in my car. That is a petty cash book. So I keep this in my car so that anytime I use any company money for, like, you know, just these two miscellaneous expenses, like if I buy something it has to be directly related to the business. Of course, sometimes, you know, there's a bit of leeway. So like even when I'm fueling, well, my accountant says I've only like when I'm going for a business meeting, but you know, you could put 3,500 for, you know, a meeting that's just gonna take 500. You know, sometimes sometimes let the company pay for some things, okay? So a petty cash book is really easy. Let me just give you guys an example of an empty page. That's how it looks, and I keep it here because if I go with if I try to do it later, I'll forget. So you just put in basically everything that's on the receipt, so what you've spent on, how much you've spent, you sign it, and then what I usually do is that I just will just attach the receipt onto the page that I've written, you know. So like this is a receipt for some notebooks I've just impulse bought. Cutest things ever. I had to get them matching because I just thought they were so cute, and I love notebooks. I can really impulse buy on notebooks, I know, right? I wish we could impulse buy on better things. So usually I'll take the receipt. Let's assume it's okay. Let's assume that this is the notebooks are for Joanna K Cosmetics. I'll write how much they cost, everything that's on the receipt here, all necessary information, and then I just stick the receipt there or staple it there. So this helps now because I just give this to my accountant, although I want to be digital, I want to go digital. Anyways, the final thing, I have such exciting news. I've been nominated as one of the Bake nominees. So I've been nominated alongside some amazing ladies. So I'm gonna leave a link down below for you guys to vote for this amazing lady. So follow the link in the description box to vote for me to win video, what are they calling it, best video blog of the year. So my channel has been nominated, guys. Let's take this award home. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description box, so follow it and vote. Tell your family to vote. If you have two numbers, you know what I'm saying, you could just, like, I don't know, vote twice. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I hope the tips I've shared are helpful. Add also your tips in the comments down below, anything to do with finances for new businesses. I'd love to hear them. Maybe I can apply them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.